Hey everyone, my name's Walter, and I'm finally back here with more content from Reddit. No real explanation for my absence, but I am pretty feast or famine, so let's make some videos now. Today we're going to be talking about nice guys. Nice guys are men who refer to themselves as nice, which is a thing you'd really rather have other people saying about you. But to be the kind of guy they talk about on Reddit nice guys, they have to not actually be nice, but trying to get what they want with their behavior. Anyway, let's just begin with more nice guys from Reddit. These posts come to us from Reddit Nice Guys. Why is Reddit Nice Guys so popular? First of all, most of the content is really boring. It's not even that funny, yet a lot of girls seem to love that sub. Most of the posts look fake, and no guy I know actually talks like that. When I pointed out the problems with each post, I got banned. Basically, they want to reduce any honest, good, hardworking guy down to a fake nice guy who in their mind is actually a really bad person. They'd rather be with bad boys and sugar daddies. Good for them, but that doesn't mean you need to make fun of good, honest family guys. Any guy, whether he's nice or not, will get upset from time to time. That's basic human nature. Why would some girls assume that just because you're a nice guy means you can never get upset? What kind of logic is that? The entire sub is toxic girls who were most likely hurt in some previous relationship being pissed off at nice guys. Now that's not it. Women actually like reading these posts because they've been bothered by guys doing this before. It's not most men, yes, but most women have a nice guy story or two. I'd say if you're going to call yourself a nice guy, well, I'd say don't, but if you have to, don't flip out on the same person in the chat right afterward. I mastered differential calculus by the time I was 5. Once in elementary school, the teacher put an unsolvable equation on the board just for fun. Everyone else was confused merely because there were letters in the equation, lol. I went up and solved it. I received an award from the principal, but I didn't even accept it. Everyone in the crowd was confused why. I said, well, I wouldn't even be getting this award if you all studied more. Everyone was shocked, but I just stood there laughing. I guess nice guys don't always finish last. Now, I'm definitely not saying I believe this story, but it's still a weird flex. It's like, watch me brag about how I made everyone else in grade school hate me for the duration. This next one has a story to it. This is one of many stories I have about this acquaintance. In uni, he was desperate for a girlfriend or any interaction with the opposite sex. He used to develop unhealthy infatuations with any attractive female that was had to interact with him regularly as a part of their jobs in a professional environment. He'd make normal work interactions incredibly awkward and blow up when these crushes obviously were not reciprocated. There was a formal event and his class members were all socially obligated to bring a date. He had no connections with any girls at all. He was desperate for a date. Some classmates organized a date for him, a girlfriend of a girlfriend. He was incredibly thankful. She was incredibly excited to be able to attend the event. Everyone was happy. Until he met her and decided she was too ugly for him. He's not an attractive dude at all. He told the girl who organized the date that this potential date was too ugly/fat for him. She was heartbroken. Someone else without a date took her instead. He attended the event without a date, got incredibly drunk and badmouthed everyone involved in the setup and called the proposed date some hurtful words. He is not a nice guy. They didn't have to date. He had to sit next to her for 60 to 90 minutes and have a dinner on a table of 100 odd people at no cost to him. After the amount of begging and pleading he did to secure a date, he was essentially saying that the girl who agreed to attend was too ugly to eat next to him. How does that seem like an option at that point? It's like something you'd see in Seinfeld. Really made things awkward for everyone involved. And here's the post by him. We now live in a society where loyalty in a relationship is viewed as a bonus when it should be a bare basic. But hey, if you want to keep going for fuck boys, don't come running to me for relationship advice, cause I got none, and nice guys always finish last, right? He starts it with, we live in a society. I know I'd want to ask this guy for relationship advice. This was under a tweet about Rihanna being 33 without children. Miss, respectfully, men don't care what age y'all have kids. We laugh at y'all because y'all pick terrible men, but the ones who would actually treat y'all like queens are ignored in DMs and looked over in public, so that's why we laugh, because y'all are so picky, but y'all pick badly. It's probably a bad sign that I'm legitimately surprised you didn't specifically bring up Chris Brown. They usually do. Should I start being gay? I'm really considering going gay. I'm not talking about actually having sex with men or dating men, I just won't date anyone, but I will dress very nice with high fashions and expensive suits and act slightly feminine. I want to dress better than women and be snooty towards them like they are beneath me. I'm very handsome, a nice guy, would never cheat on a girl and would treat her like a goddess, but the girls I want never want me back, and I'm sick of it. My homeboy gets all the girls I want, and he is a dog to women. But me, perfect boyfriend material, girls don't want me. I'm going gay, but still attracted to females. I just want to act gay. I understand Young Thug and Prince now, probably why they are my favorite artists. It mostly reminds me of those incel posts where they celebrate making a female drop their coffee or something. Well, they said femoid probably. Why take the effort to dress better if this is what you're going to do with it? Most women, if not all women, found their soulmate in high school, or better yet, their soulmate found them in high school, but curved him to get a train ran on them by the football or basketball team because he was just a friend or a nice guy, lol. Hey, quick tip, if she's into getting a train run on her and you find that disgusting, she might not be your soulmate, for fuck's sake. I just do not understand why women at this school act the way they do. I am such a nice and sweet guy, but every time I ask a woman out, they always say no. They are so self-centered and egotistical that all they care about are looks. It's disgusting. I was alone this year on Valentine's, as I always am. These girls are always so desperate. Why am I never chosen? They throw their bodies around like they are sacks of meat. Disgusting. No self-respect. I don't know why people say stuff like this about Valentine's Day. They act like it's a hookup holiday. I really don't think it is. It's something I'm glad to ignore when I'm single. This next thing is like a dating profile bio or something, and it's absolutely horrendous. To start off with, I'm a humble human with a handsome heart while also being nice and possessing bonus naughty personality spice. One of my major passions is that I'm very heavily into music. Rock, alternative, EDM, punk, ska, house, pop, dance, techno, and even rap or classical. Usually, the top 100 on Billboard, Apple Music, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, or Spotify is what I focus on. Yeah, I'm heavily passionate about music, so passionate that I only listen to top 100 in fact. In addition to this, I am passionate about helping others, donating to those that are less fortunate, being there for friends and family, admit when I'm wrong, make mistakes and try to resolve them, technology, animals, nature, feeding the duckies, being a personal pillow, getting my beautiful purple mushroom head pleasured, massaging mound of meow, meteorology, cloud watching, stargazing, bowling, pro wrestling, exercising, and self-improvement. That must be his naughty personality spice he was talking about earlier, just in the middle of that list of wholesome things. My two favorite things are feeding the duckies and fucking. Female favorites: friendly, outgoing, open-minded, liberal, has manners, believes in self-improvement, can crack a joke every now and then, has compassion towards animals or nature, cares and gives with actions, can have awesome, worthwhile conversations with you and make memorable social media moments together, appreciates who somebody is, not what they own, what can I take from you or how much money they can spend on you, likes to cook or bake, is affectionate, is into friends with yummy benefits, enjoys talking about and getting their frisky freak on, practices humility, doesn't need to always drink or do drugs to have a good time, honest and truthful the first time around, can communicate how they feel for the positive and negative, and leaves the toilet seat down. Once again, a list that mostly sounds like it's out of the Miss America pageant, aside from in the middle of it, wanting friends with yummy benefits and to get his freak on? Who talks like this? No one I know. Stop immediately telling women to keep their standards as high as they are. Some women, and by some I mean a lot, legitimately have unrealistic standards, and that seems to be the biggest reason for being chronic single as a woman. Yes, single women tend to have unfairly high standards for me, and I can prove it with data. According to data on Tinder, 80% of men are less than average attractiveness, according to the women on there, and I notice a similar pattern in real life. I see women go literally years without a relationship because they can't find a guy to date who is tall. Like, I get having standards, but if you're chronically single, like a number of women I've seen, because you can't find a guy over 6 feet tall, then I think your standards are to blame. Dating online does suck, and people are picky. I just find it funny that this guy's trying to act like he wants women to relax their standards for their own sake instead of his. I mean, maybe they want to be single. For someone built like a 73-year-old trucker, for someone built like a wet bag of clothes, for someone built like a fucking washing machine, for someone whose face and neck is as wide as a fucking microwave, for someone who is so massively obese that missionary sex is impossible. Or someone so hideously unattractive that you never get to meet anyone's mother or friends. You would think you'd be a nicer person, considering you look like Larry the Cable Guy. No, go wait for the McRib to come out, you gargantuan buffoon. Eesh, I think someone got rejected. That was a lot of non-conventional ways to call someone fat. Must have taken some thinking. Context: met this self-proclaimed nice guy on Tinder. Have talked for a few days. He has been lying non-stop. Today he asked me for $150 for the tires for his car and then sent me a Cash App request. I called him out on it and he sent this. I blocked him so he continued to send me memes of obese women from other phone numbers. This man is in his 40s. Last time I ever give a guy my real number, or probably last time I ever talked to a guy. Usually I give a Google Voice number, but had a lapse in brain activity apparently. Some people spend their time on some pretty strange activities. LOL, did you really just unfriend me? We're not in high school anymore. I know it was a bit of a dick move to just demand a chick's number like that without even caring to get to know her, but my past has only really been about hitting it and quitting it, and well, treating women like objects. And I guess my natural instincts kicked in and I just started treating you like a piece of ass. But I'm trying to become a better person, and actually try treating women like how a lady should be treated. But it's gonna take time. You can't expect... Yeah, I'll have to remember that excuse next time someone blocks me. My instincts kicked in and I just had to start treating you like a piece of ass. No, you don't get it. I was born with Brock Turner syndrome or something. Okay, let's read one more post. If I make the effort to find your address and personally deliver a $40 bouquet of flowers and personalized chocolate with your name on it, which might I add cost me nearly $20 in shipping, then don't you fucking dare tell me that it's weird and tell me to go away. What the actual fuck is wrong with women? They constantly ask to be treated nicely and have big romantic gestures, but when someone actually does it, they complain. LOL, fuck this. Is this the same post from the last time I saw someone spell bouquet that way? I think it is, but it's been years, so let's use it anyway. If I make the effort to find your address, yeah, I'd imagine you might already have her address if she wanted a big romantic gesture from you. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I guess this ended up just being a posts video. I usually have stories too, but that is about all the time I have for you today. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you have something to say, you should let me hear it in the comments. Comments are the fun part of making a video. If you're new here and want more of the same, when I am in fact working, consider subscribing so you can see future videos and maybe even streams. I did stream on Valentine's Day, so I got to hang out with 200 or so concurrent viewers, so that wasn't too lonely. However, I haven't posted in a while, so I'm going to shout out my generous patrons who help me get by when I can't find anything good to talk about. Let's do it by name. Lavon, Daisy, Chris Sturman, Invader Jill, Bagel Bones, William Ash, Kitty Sparkles, Dr. A, Ouroboros, Daniel Delapenna, Deborah Douglas, Maxo11X, Horatio T, Justin Godsey, V stands for, Elvis Needs Boats Bennett, Cho, Spoonie the Rogue, Hunter Malcolm, Amanda Gillies, Jacob K, Psychic Kumquat, Megan Breeze, Distera, Camper Supreme, Dollface Sinner, Staples Yeet, Knit1 Code 2, Roy, Lil Spoon, Nick Lucarelli, Petulant Panda, Shit for Brains, Ms. Mayhem, Jubes, Regrettable Stitches, and Esperova. Thank you so much. I do still get demonetized quite a bit, so I appreciate the support. There's going to be another video very soon here, I'd say tomorrow. I have a lot of content I feel like using now, so be ready for it. Thanks again. Have a great night, everyone, and please don't be creeped out by the chocolates and bouquet I sent you on Valentine's Day.